GUESTY has fallen, NK is in absolute chaos, is GUESTY going to return? That is a common question everybody wants to know. Hashtag save GUESTY is sort of trending inside of the Roblox space right now. So if you guys have no clue what is going on, let me explain it to you guys. I have a lot of screenshots basically going over the situation, so if you don't understand it, then I'll be here to help you understand. Big shout out to Silent Helpy for giving me all of these screenshots, but without further ado, let's get into the video. So this all started around 2 days ago with this skin called the Cardinal. It was a part of the Arsenal event which came to GUESTY, pretty much just a bunch of limited time skins and knives coming to the GUESTY game while Nahid is grinding for chapter 10. And now Cardinal was a knife and it had around 30 copies, and this is what it looked like. Well, somebody took to Twitter and said, of all things, I did not think I would be having to file a DMCA. Now if you don't know what that is, it's basically a fancy word for copyright strike on GUESTY, of all things, for today, for using my UGC item without permission or even asking first. I'm just completely disappointed that a game that is big is stealing from somebody like me. And as you can see, they attached a screenshot showing the Arsenal event and Cardinal is there, circled. Now Crimson Force actually responded first saying, super sorry to see this happen. I want to be clear that Seabass404 was fully within their rights to file a DMCA on GUESTY for using the UGC item without permission. I also want to be fully clear that I do not own GUESTY and have not owned GUESTY for 3 years and have not worked on it for a while, so I was not aware that this item has been added to the game. For some reason, Roblox treated me as the group owner and warned me and gave my account the copyright strike, which has seemingly affected all of my other games as well. Image of unrelated game user acquisition attached. I suppose I'll be the one that has to sort this out despite not having a role in this. And he tagged Roblox and the Roblox developer relations. And here is a little image of Cal just talking to somebody inside of the Twitter thread. I will go ahead and read it. So sorry to hear this. It really sucks to be affected by something an external party did. So this means we can no longer use random assets from the catalog for our games. I believe Roblox assets are fair game, but you need explicit permission from the UGC creators in order to use their items in the game, since it is their IP. IP basically just means intellectual property. Basically you own the game. For example, Panic would be Cal's IP, since he made Panic, he owns the rights to the game. Although a good middle ground would be to add a way to purchase UGC items if you do use them. Also, to be clear, Roblox assets are technically Roblox's IP of course, but I think in order to streamline game development, they allow developers to use their assets in their game. And there is a little reply by Heart. You can go ahead and read it, but I'm just going to go ahead and move on. Now here's where things get a tiny bit cringe, I would say. Seabass quote tweeted a tweet that Nahid made on the 21st of September saying, "Prevention is better than cure." After the recent Roblox policy update, I'm reaching out to UGC creators and modelers for collaboration in our games. I'm adding a buy prompt button, so if a player equips your UGC item in game, they can purchase it. If interested, DM me or leave a, I'm assuming he said follow, or a comment, but we don't have the full image. But Seabass then replied, no you didn't. I'm gonna go off script here and just say, yes he has. I literally have proof of Nahid cashing somebody out 200 Canadian dollars just for making skins inside of GUESTY. Maybe a tiny bit more, but $200 is absolutely a lot of money. So Seabass clearly just doesn't really know what she or he's talking about. I think it's a she, so I'm just going to say she for this video. And then we have a image of Nahid replying to Seabass. It is a tiny bit cropped out, but I do know what he is saying, so I'll just read it. I genuinely apologize for this. You are fully within your rights to file a DMCA on the unfair use of your IP. It was never my intention to infringe on anyone's rights, let alone without permission. I've removed your content and all other UGC weapons and will ensure more rigorous checks in the future so this doesn't happen. Respect and collaboration are vital to me and I regret this deeply. I apologize and promise to be better. Sorry Seabass. Just in reply to the, verbal exposing that Seabass did. Another thing which I find kind of odd about this whole situation is I said many times, why couldn't Seabass just sort this out in private? Obviously they're within their rights to, be mad that somebody's using their IP, well, their, in air quotes, their IP. But I do feel like sorting this out in DMs would have been a much more mature thing to do, as first of all, Nahid literally has DMs open to anybody, so anybody can DM him. And secondly, Nahid isn't a malicious person. How he gets suggestions for skins inside of the game is people post it inside of the channel. If he likes it, he messages the person who posted it inside of the channel. He doesn't know whether it's UGC, whether it's Roblox. To be fair on both sides, maybe he should have checked, but he's just doing what the community suggested to him. So I'm not really sure about this. Then things got even more out of hand. Bear in mind, this all happened like early in the morning for me, so I was already in class, but I was keeping up with all of the updates. DJ Monopoly, you might know him from RB Battles and Special DJ, he said, remember when Roblox posted on the official forum proposing changes to the policy for item usage in experiences? By the way, this is once again cropped out, but I'm not going to complain. As I said before, I don't fully agree with how they went about it. However, I'm guessing instances like this might be what inspired this post. And DJ just attaches Seabass basically just saying, GUESTY stole this, item from me. That's just DJ's response to it. This is another bit from Cal saying, absolutely, I 100% advocate for UGC creators and agree their IP should be protected. The issue I had with the proposal change was not allowing developers to display items that are off sale or only resellable. My main issue with this situation is for some reason Roblox had moderated my account even though I do not own GUESTY, and I've not owned GUESTY for over 3 years. I'm trying to get in contact with Devro to get this issue sorted, as it's affecting my games right now. Now, if you guys do not know what Cal is talking about, he did tell me a tiny bit more in DMs. I'm not going to say everything that he said, but in relation to what I just read out, Cal basically said that since his account got moderated, his games have basically got shadow banned. If you don't know what shadow banning is, basically Roblox is pushing his games out less and less. Now, this is a really bad thing. If you guys did not know, Crimson Force has a collaboration with Rollimons, the Roblox stock market basically. He has a game called Flex Your UGC or something along those lines. And since Cal also got moderated despite not owning GUESTY, now the games that he has in collaboration with people are starting to get less players, and this could be really, really bad for his reputation and his image. So it's understandable why he is a tiny bit upset about the situation. Now, Smiley also sent me this, but there's not a lot of context. I'll still go ahead and say it. However, it's a conversation between G-Man and 48k Goat. G-Man says, any feedback? Goat says, looks good so far. You able to make the straps blue and black? Yeah, bet. Oops. And he sent a picture. And then 48k Goat says on Twitter, what? I paid for this model from G-Man, #2966 on Discord. So maybe this is starting to show that maybe the DMCA wasn't legitimate. We're gonna have to wait and see. Then Cal posts this on Twitter. There's a lot of tweets say to stay with me, trust me. Update. Roblox has responded to my email with this. I created the group and the game 3.5 years ago, and I've not owned them for over 3 years. Why is my account being moderated, and why are my other games being shadow banned for something I didn't do? And he basically shows a response by a Roblox employee saying, hello there, we understand your concern. After reviewing your request, we would like to inform you that Crimson Force account is the right owner of the content in question. It was correctly moderated for creating an experience with copyright content owned by Seabass404. The penalty for this offense will not be changed. Basically, Cal made, GUESTY 3.5 years ago. But around 6 months into the project, what Cal is saying here is he actually gave ownership to Nahid. This will make sense as Nahid was always above Cal inside of the NK Studio group. But since Cal is the one who made the game inside of Roblox's, database, Cal is the one who is getting the punishment for this, which is just really unfair. And Smiley actually sent me some more context. This is regarding some Discord messages, and I was actually in chat with this, which is kind of funny, but basically this is what they had to say. So a little bit of context of why I'm talking to Bonbon. Bonnie isn't a native English speaker, so I was basically just helping them speak English better. I was basically just giving them grammatical advice. But as you guys can see, Seabass4 was inside of chat saying, why is my UGC being used in the game without permission? So they clearly joined NK around 2 days ago now. I just didn't see it, that is my bad. But somebody says someone used it in a skin, and that is the end of that screenshot. There's a tiny bit more information on Seabass saying when to create a ticket, if you're having troubles verifying, blah 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 blah. But Smiley underlined, if you purchase a custom UGC, they are very expensive and uploaded under my account or groups only. I'm not really sure what that's meant to mean. Maybe they're implying Nahid should have bought the UGC. Once again, I really don't know. There's not a lot of context with this whole situation. Now this is where things get juicier. Smiley sent me this tweet by Alex_AUGC, where Alex is exposing Seabass for basically being a notorious false DMCA. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry guys. DMCA. Weird. Anyways, Alex says at the top of the tweet, you are yet another developer who she has abused the DMCA system on. If I had to guess, she likely made the situation seem much bigger than what it is and relayed false info to her DMCA agent, speaking from my experience with her. Now there is a tiny bit of context, let me go ahead and read it. Just to let everyone know, Seabass is someone who steals and alters 3D models and then sells them to people for 500 Robux. They're notorious for false DMCAing. Brief context explained in the tweet below. Blah blah blah. Now I'm not going to read their conversations mainly because I do not have the tweet open. But if you want to, just type in his Twitter, find him, and you read it yourself. And somebody on Twitter says, doesn't prove anything. It can be photoshops. I do not defend any side. I defend the IP. Even if she alters meshes / resells them, she's doing it on her own responsibility of being fined for IP theft. Basically, somebody's saying, I'm not taking any sides, but if she is stealing, then she has to be liable for IP theft, which I'm pretty sure is a real life crime. Another screenshot, if I was Roblox, I would not let you develop anymore. Learn from your... Wait, what? This is ridiculous. If I was Roblox, I will not let you develop anymore. Learn from your mistakes and do not steal other people's assets and make profit from them. Cal says, this is a obtuse take, I love the grammar. This game has been up for 3.5 years. Adding the UGC in the last update was a mistake, and the game was rightfully DMCA striked for him, but refusing to allow the game back up after the UGC was removed is ridiculous. I agree. It's called copyright process, aka DMCA. It revolves a real life court suing, meaning that the UGC IP holder has the right to sue / seek money for the damages. This has to be her all. I'm not going to read that. That's absolutely balderdash. That's just ridiculous. Somebody then says, you can if you want, but isn't it illegal to claim something is yours and then do a DMCA strike over it when it never belonged to you in the first place? If I had this on my screen, I would totally like it. They're spitting facts. Then the bot says, okay, maybe I shouldn't call him a bot, but then the person says, it's not illegal. Cal then spits some more facts. It is absolutely illegal to file a false DMCA. Then Underguard Fox Wolf once again says, she never made the IP, that's the thing. The thing is making it look and sound like she did own it when she didn't make it in the first place. And then, you know what, this is just nonsense. I'll let you guys read it. I'll leave it up on screen for a second. And then Smiley says there is more lol. There is a lot of screenshots, guys. This is a very lengthy drama, but I will give my opinions at the end of the video. Now somebody inside of NK made a very valid point. Luna Pixel, a notorious game creator, says, are you kidding me? She has the right to fake DMCA people, but she can upload copyrighted stuff. And this is a eel charmer hair which Seabass uploaded. Now I'll be honest, I do not know where this is from. However, they clearly do. 11 people skull emojied it, so they clearly know where it's from. That is pure hypocrisy, and the fact that they are filing claims whilst breaking their own claim themselves, that is highly unrespectable in my opinion. Alright, going back on the tweet where Cal said it is illegal to file a false DMCA, I believe Seabass said something but deleted it. Calvin says, see how that works out for you, laughing out emoji. Block says, ignore Rex, he stole assets from Sketchfab and puts it outside of Tofu's game. There's just a lot of theft inside of this. Now there is somebody called Jacob Harris. Now Jacob Harrison has his own little section here. You probably got the game banned thanks to your dumb thinking. No comment. You literally copied Splatoon hair without Nintendo's permission. You should get banned now. And low tier god emoji is the perfect finishing touch. So apparently that hair that I showed previously is from Splatoon. I've never played it, but if you know Nintendo, they do not like, people who steal their IP. The man himself, the man himself, I really don't know, Duck, says, if I were you, I wouldn't just be DMCAing willy molly. I'm pretty sure it's meant to be willy nilly, but anyways. As most of your UGC is stolen from other games. For example, the Solarium hair you uploaded, if Nintendo gets a hold of you. Okay, this is really bad grammar, but if Nintendo gets a hold of you, you're done for, bud. At least check yourself before you wreck yourself. That is a cold quote, I will not lie. I have some more conversations between Alex and Seabass. Let me go ahead and read them. Well, congratulations, you've disabled my studio. I mean, what could you have done exactly? There's a blocked message. Valid, however, that wouldn't really stop Void from what he's been doing. Alex then says I could have paid, could have archived the item. Neither does this. Paying for Void's mistakes doesn't solve anything. Didn't 100% make the entire mesh, but I edited it beyond the original mesh. I'm friends with the creator of the original mesh, by the way, and they've had history with Void as well. So basically, Seabass admitted to not even owning what he DMCA's tracks. This is so goofy, bro. I'm not even going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to leave it up on screen. You guys can read the rest of these screenshots because this is ridiculous. Seabass and Alex then have some more conversation. Why is this such a big deal for you two? Honestly, you're all getting pissed off at me at something because Void failed to pay me what I should have been paid for a singular mesh, which honestly wasn't even enough. That Void was going to sell slots for anyways. The big deal is you're taking away an entire stream of our income over drama we are not made aware of, did not know about, and were not involved in. What is the big deal with just removing the DMCA notice and letting us resolve it? We are nothing but innocent bystanders, unaware of the situation. You could have easily contacted us about this issue to have it resolved, but instead you decided to try to take away our livelihood for drama with another user. It's not drama between him and I, it's drama between him, Void, and many other people. So exactly what happened to Nahid and Cal happened to Alex. My condolences are with Alex and the blurred out user. It seems that Seabass is really just DMCAing anybody. Hell, she might even DMCA me for making this video. But the things I do for you guys, man, the things I will do. And that is basically the end of the saga so far. I will 100% keep you guys updated. Thank you guys so much for watching up until this part of the video. If you guys want GUESTY to come back up, then you better leave a subscribe button. I've heard if you subscribed, it has a ×2 chance of coming back online. Also, if you want to learn how to get rich for when the game does come back up, you can do so by clicking here.